Players, have a great match. You may lag for break.
Q's Grand Final. Predator Q's Grand Final. 10 ball, and we've got a great matchup here. A upcoming European star in Kristina Tkach from Russia against Christopher the Powerhouse Melling from England. And I'm Darren Appleton, and I'm joined by the Canadian former #1. Canadian former #1, Jason Klatt. How you doing, Shag?
How's it going, buddy? Thanks for having me here again.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure being in the booth with one of the guys I looked up to, and it's good to see you playing back a little bit to your form that you kind of used to.
Oh, so. Yeah, flying.
Yeah.
I beat Carlo Biardo. Luckily, he played bad. So
what's wrong with that?
Don't know. Maybe he arrived yesterday. He's got jet lag or something.
Back-to-back World 9-ball finalist.
Unbelievable. The
world champion.
Last 18 months. World Games, Asian Games, whatever. Philippine Games. World 9-ball champion, world #1.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, it's a great win when you've been out of the game and obviously not been playing so much either lately. And it's a good win.
I'm trying to see what Christopher Melling is here. He's been looking a little fatigued and tired these days. Maybe he's a little jet lag coming in here. So let's see if he can make a quick one out of this. You know his style. So
yeah, looks a bit tired. And we're joined by Jason Shaw, the Eagle Eye, coming off the back of 11-9 win.
Look at this break. I've just given him a little tip where to break from.
There we
smashed
go.
him first break.
Best pals.
same sleeves these days too.
Same sleeve.
I've actually got 2.
Same sleeve.
So they're all copy, pal.
Both with the jib.
Yeah, he's there using a vending machine.
I know he's been on Bet365 for the last 2 hours, so
Not good.
and that's why. Maybe he must have lost the race.
No, I told her. I swear, I just spoke to Dennis Grabe there, and I said to him after my match, I says, look, I'm playing good. I felt obviously my match was a little bit back and forth. I said, but the table was playing nice, but damn, it's playing tough.
Yeah,
it's when you have that shot. Normally, when the ball's just on the first diamond past the side, and let's just say the cue ball's in the middle of the table with just behind the 3, and you just got to pot it and come back out one rail. It's tough because you got to really cut it because it's that bit tighter, so it changes the angle. So you got to play a different game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's like that shot there. You can't be cheating the pocket like
no, that's what I'm saying.
Normally.
No, you're thinking you're taking it for granted. That's just a normal shot on a normal table.
Especially at speed as well.
And it's always nice when your opponent hooks himself with ball in hand too.
Yeah, she's going to get lucky here.
That was a pretty good effort though. She fractionally just missed that, but she'll be happy.
Yeah, the table is getting a little worn in, I can tell. Especially,
it's breaking good though.
It's a little.
It's breaking a lot better than it was early in the matches. I think
it seems like the balls are grabbing. They're not so slidey.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it gets a bit tougher as the day goes on. Obviously, there's a big crowd in here now.
Yeah.
So that creates a bit more of an atmosphere with the conditions. But yeah, Kristina's come a long way in the last 2 or 3 years. She's won a lot of Euro Tours, a lot of European Championships. I think she's gone deep in the World Youth Championships.
Represented Atlantic Cup also.
Represents Europe and dominating the Atlantic Cup the last few years. I think with Jasmine, she's probably the best player in Europe in the ladies.
Yeah, she's definitely improved a lot.
So this is no gimme, this match. Chris has got to be very careful, because if she starts winning a few racks here and there, and Chris makes mistakes like he is doing so far, then she'll gain confidence.
You see that bounce there off that top rail?
Yeah.
The table's just playing. It's playing. It's not like Jason said. It's starting to grab. It's starting to really. Instead of playing that slidey cloth way new, it's not doing that now, as you said as well. There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, especially if she gets off to a good start, the crowd will get behind her as well.
Yeah,
because everyone likes an underdog.
Either way, this is good experience for her, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
Well, that's not a good experience.
No, that there's just the tables caught her out. She's not used to the way this plays. That slide and that, like from the balls, just totally different playing on this to playing in those other tables.
Yeah. And the key with her, she might feel a bit intimidated, which is very understandable. Not just because she's playing Chris, but the occasion, the pool room. It's got it's like being in a proper TV arena when you're out there, because the people are looking down at you. There's quite a lot of people watching, and there's nowhere to hide because the crowd is very close to the table.
See this shot, usually on a normal table you're just potting it and coming out a little bit, but on here you're just like I don't know. It's like you're playing different game.
Yeah.
It's not your mind's not thinking the same.
Yeah, I understand,
No, I was saying earlier, you got to give this table the respect it deserves.
100%.
You can't get lazy on it.
To me, you got to treat it like it's a Chinese 8-ball table.
I've just said that as well. I said it's like you change your action to a snooker action.
But I don't think it's as tight as what we had the last time in here when the one what Joshua won. That was too tight.
Yeah.
I don't think this is crazy tight.
They missed it.
Ooh. Well, I'm saying, like, the I think somebody sharked him. But Chris is known for that.
Yeah.
Looking for that excuse. I mean, he hit it badly.
Yeah, he didn't hit that great.
But I think in a day and a half.
Oh. Ooh. I tell you what, that'll stay up in another day.
Why wouldn't he just stroke it in? Why would he roll it in?
Yeah, a couple more days, that will definitely not go in. Good start. She can be competitive, I think, in this match.
Like here, I think she needs to work on her break a little bit more. I think she's.
Yeah, I think that's the case for most ladies. With no disrespect, but it probably is a weakness in the ladies' game. That's not bad.
You know,
it's not terrible. But
yeah.
For a guy, you'd think, oh, he's not hitting good, but.
See, this is where it's going to hurt her here.
But yeah, she didn't quite get hold of him, but it wasn't terrible. She definitely can break better than that. You can see that. She just slightly mistimed that one a little bit.
Yeah, if she can win a game within the next 4 or 5, just to get get those little jitters out of the way.
Yeah, and I've known Chris all my life. I mean, he looks very shaky. I don't know if he's not feeling good or he's jet lagged or something.
I heard he lost a big bet earlier. That's why I think he's a little mad. So.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this. I tell you, I know him. I can tell that he's not comfortable.
Seems like he just wants to get in and get out of here.
Yeah,
quick.
he said to me last night when we went back to the house, he went straight to his bed. So I texted him this morning at 12. I thought I'll let him sleep, and I texted him, and he says, I slept until 4:30. Which was about 6-7 hours. They said I woke up at 4:30, went back to sleep until 7:30, and then that's me. I've been up since. So.
Well, that's Chris, isn't it? I mean,
nice shot.
He's done that loads of times and come and play pool and play great. So. I mean, he's not the best prepared person. What you'd think is a normal preparation. Chris don't really have any preparation, really.
Yeah, you're right.
He just does it his own way, and it works. I mean, it's amazing, really. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I mean, I've known him like stay up all night and then not even go to bed. He couldn't sleep, and he's gone down, played a match, and played unbelievable.
Yeah, I've seen it as well. I've been at the derby with him, and I'm like, Chris, you're on in 20 minutes, still lying in bed. Yeah. I'm like, you're not going to hit balls now? I'll be all right, pal. Come back 9-1. Yeah, I'm like, what's going on here?
Well, I mean, he won the derby. I mean, that takes some doing, especially when you're not in good shape as well.
I tell you what, when he won that, I couldn't believe he was still standing at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'll definitely give him that was his best achievement, I think, in his pool career.
Yeah, she's got to be careful with this shot.
Good shot.
Yeah,
played that well.
Nice. This is a good opening rack for her to get going.
So we've seen a couple of bad misses from Chris, the first 2 racks. But that might give her a little bit of confidence.
Like, listen, when the balls are there, she'll take them. You know, she just needs to try and get the table down, just get the speed down a little bit. That's a great shot.
Yeah, I mean, 99 times out of 100, she'd clear these.
Well, I think you're right, she's going to clear these. I don't think you can see her missing here.
Yeah.
She's got a good stroke.
Yeah, she would have liked just drawn that back a little bit more.
You know who form she reminds me of? You know, the snooker player, Marco Fu?
Yeah.
Just kind of gets down, just settles in and just pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
No, I think she's got a nice stroke for the TV table. She ain't going to lose the cue ball too much. That's a nice
shot.
They're little testers when you're feeling nervous, edgy, and
especially when you're sort of not used to the table.
And she's within gills what she'll take what the table gives her. She won't try and do anything crazy with a cue ball. So here, just play a stop shot, take that little bit longer shot. Well, a lot of players would try and draw that back like 2 or 3 feet when there's no real need, really. She plays to her strengths, which is good. Got to be careful with this, though. It's not like she won't be used to pockets like this as well, so she's got to bear down a bit more. There we go. You see, where all her career she'd never miss out on the tables what she plays on.
Yeah, this is just what that's why when Chris said to me earlier, he says, "Oh, I'm going to be on TV table," I thought to myself, I thought she would have stuck her on the outside one, give her a little chance. You know what I mean? I just feel on this, it's just not. She's not ready for it yet. You know what I mean?
But it's good experience.
No, I understand.
She's nothing to lose.
No,
It isn't going to damage her. I think it only.
Tubbsy.
That's a good break.
Drawing the cue ball right up the table.
Yeah, it seems like this table you can break them too hard.
How's the balls racking on the table, Jay?
I tell you what, they rack good, but the balls are terrible. Terrible. You want to see that 6 ball? It's got about 60 chip marks on it, and I'm not joking
We need to get them changed.
Well, you're sitting beside the founder right here.
Well, you should get them changed. We've got plenty of sets behind the bar. He must have given you an old set.
I tell you what, still an old set that's on there. That 6 ball's terrible. It looks like someone's took a dart and just been like poking at it.
Someone got hungry.
We'll have a look at that tomorrow, get it changed. That's very important. And obviously, Aramith, usually the balls are perfect. So.
Yeah.
Do you think someone like Melling would even care or even notice something like that?
No, but probably not. He wouldn't. He's not into the game that much. He's just thinking, right, what can I finish here so I can get out?
Yeah. No, he likes the stage, doesn't he?
Of course.
For some reason, he don't look good.
No, he's a good shot.
He don't look good. Well, that's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a great shot. I don't know if she can get past the 8.
Now she's got to come to the side rail. So she'll call it in the side pocket just in case.
Oh.
It's important not to dolly this, though. You want to get some speed on it so you get distance.
You had a nice one earlier in your match.
Yeah. That was a nice win for me, really.
Yeah, it was a big win, really.
Yeah, even though Carlo did play his best. I mean, still, for
she
me,
hit
it
it.
was a
Look
great
at this.
Look at this shot.
Look at this. Needs a flick.
And she played it at good speed, though, so she got rewarded for that.
I think Melling wanted to get hooked there so he can come with some great kick.
Probably. You know, he's probably thinking, sit behind it, sit behind it.
No, he wants at least 2 highlight real shots.
Highlight real shots.
Yeah.
Likes an highlight.
What about the shot he said to you when you were playing him in English 8 ball? You've snookered them about 3 times, and he goes, "I'll make it soon." And then he just blasts it and makes it.
Darren sent me the video. It's
just madness, isn't it?
Yeah, that was crazy. No, he's left it.
Might have just got it. You come off the back of a good win last week, pal. Turning stone 6 time.
Yeah, I'm coming for Archers.
And you lost to somebody, right? You went to the loser side. Who?
Mackinnon.
All right, sorry.
9-7. It was a weird, strange game. It was, man. Every time I got a game in front, I just couldn't get a ball on the break. It
is a good player. He's improved.
No, and then 7-7. He played 2 good racks, and he's a very good shooter. You know what I mean? But if you get on top of him, sort of early, you can crumble real quick. But he sort of got off, and everything was sort of like hanging for him. You know what I mean? It was like he was getting. Yeah. He was getting his chances and he was taking them, so fair play to him. But
he's a solid player.
I could have been playing him again, but Dennis Gray beat him.
Yeah. So then you, after that, what did you beat on the loser's side?
Well, I lost to him and then I beat. I was up 10.
8-2.
8-2 against John Mora, and then he's came back to Hill. And I've done absolutely nothing wrong. He's played absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, he's played perfect. It's 8 each, and so I took a good finish out there. Then the next day, there was 8 left. I played Zion. Then I played Dennis Grabe. Then I played.
Here's a shot that Melling liked.
Jeremy. And then I played Shane in the final.
Watch the stroke here, folks.
Jeremy Sasser finished 3rd.
Yeah. Wow. Good
I can't believe that he don't play this tournament.
No, do you know what it is? He's got a job. And he's actually, for a lot of like people who have high-end jobs, a lot of rich people, he walks their dogs and looks after them and all that. And he's got making good money. So I think Poole he put it on the back burner for a while and then just showed up when he's got a weekend off. You know what I mean?
So the final, you played good in the final?
But he's always done well there, Turning Stone, Jeremy.
Yeah, he racks good. He can read the rack good, and he's comfortable.
He's made
with
a couple finals,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I played good, mate. It was 2-2, and then I run a 6 on him. No, sorry, I lied there. It was 3-2.
Yeah, I watched.
And it was 3-2, and then he made a mistake, and I run out, and then I put 4 on him to 8-2, and then he run a couple, and then I got up to like 11. And I always fought him. I was playing well, and he was racking the balls good for me. So nice. I knew I was going to get my chances, you know what I mean? And I felt I was playing better than him because he looked tired. Yeah. He had played at 3 o'clock in the day, and I had played like 5 matches.
Yeah.
You know, so
Kept the momentum.
We didn't see the phones come out that match either.
no phones in that match. I tell you what, though, since I've done that, mate, it's helped. It's helped change. No,
They like fishing, don't they?
Yeah, I would like to do that. You know that. I would love to go there and do that, but I just got other stuff. You know what I mean?
I did that one year. I went to Frost in Phoenix and we practiced together before the Derby. It's probably the best thing I ever did, really. I had a good year that year at the Derby. I got third in the one pocket and did well in the 9 ball. You know, I mean, you're sharp when you're playing all the games. You know what I mean, good preparation, good 2 weeks before the tournament. That was around 2009, 2010.
It's when you were in your prime.
About 2010 for sure. Yeah, I was playing good. I was playing all the time, every day, really. Lived and breathed.
Yep, that's it. Last year I was like, I sort of like just didn't want it enough, you know. I just sort of like stepped away. I was like, but
Yeah,
I want it. I want it bad again.
Yeah, you've had a lot going on though as well.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, good
Kids are
shot.
more important, pal. You only have kids.
That's it, mate.
Good shot there.
Now I've got everything sorted, man. I can just go back to
Yeah,
it.
now you're settled. Just don't be having any more kids.
That's it, mate. It's wrapped up. It's all wrapped up.
Let's get the chop.
I was thinking about getting it cut off, so it saves all the hassle. Can't get the blame for nothing.
This is a clever shot. Very smart. Very smart, this shot.
Well, I don't know, because Chris is going to put her in a big trap if he just puts the 4 on top of the 2 here. She's in trouble.
Yeah.
I tell you what, she's in trouble here if he just can flick the 9 and put the 4 on top of there. She's not got a shot. Or roll the 5 on top. Roll the 5 onto the 4. Nah, he's mental. He just has to graze the 4 onto the 9 very slowly.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And she's in trouble.
Yeah, it's not easy though, is it?
But then she can just open them
That's
up again.
right. That's a good shot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not a good shot.
Ooh.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
unfortunate there, but
It's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
it's not like it kissed anything, so he should have looked at that. I mean, it's like played a combination, hasn't he? He should have took a good look, make sure that couldn't happen. That was careless, I think.
Yeah, that was careless.
And he's put himself in a lot of trouble here.
Oh, God.
She needs to desperately get on this board very quickly. Chris, how long is he in America? A few weeks, go to the Derby, and then that's it.
He was going to the Derby and then he was coming to me with a Bergman match, but he's going back home.
When's the Bergman match?
7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th.
February?
Yeah.
How much are you playing for?
48.
48,000, that's a strange number.
No, because the pool room's giving us 8K.
oh, just to play there.
Yeah, just to play there.
That's nice of him.
And the last time, last time I had a little bit, but this time I'm going hard. I'm betting 10. And my other guy's betting 10, and then the other 8, throwing that in there, which is another 4. So
Well, how much playing for? 50 total pot?
48, yeah.
Total
so
pot,
Total
48?
pot, yeah.
But you know, when it comes down to the crunch time, there might be a little more
Yeah,
bet.
yeah.
There
No,
always
I
is.
know
Yeah, it
that.
might be a lot of side bets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going there and betting what I'm betting. I don't care what
Yeah,
else goes on,
don't
you know
get
what I mean?
involved with
I'm
the
not.
rest of it.
You know, kind of.
And what's the format? What's the race?
Best out of 5 sets, race to 25, 10-ball magic rack.
Right. And where is that played at?
It's played in Steakhouse Billiards in North Carolina.
All right.
Played on the table before.
No, it's Diamond Table. It's
Just
Jeremy Jones and all that have played there before
just
and had
4 1/4 or
yeah,
something.
like that.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play this match for a while since the last time we played, and just
Yeah,
never
I think
really
you
got
had
it. But
bad,
this time,
bad preparation the last match.
but this time I'm ready. I prepped myself good. I knew it was
Yeah.
coming. So
the last match you had too much going on, and things got changed. You should have pulled out of that match.
yeah, I know I shouldn't have played it.
And
But
you flew in the same day as well. That's like the craziest thing I've ever done.
flew in the same day and played.
Yeah, they should have done that. Live and learn, though, don't you? You got to
Yep.
make sure you put it right.
That's it.
I
Time to
think the
put-
big thing for me is the break.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously everything else as well, but I think the break's going to be the big factor.
Yeah, and we're using a magic rack as well.
Yeah.
This is no good. I didn't like that though. She just sort of like played that with no intention of
Right,
like,
yeah,
having
right,
that
right.
idea. It was like I'll just go into it and hope something happens.
Right.
It's like no, she had no clue what was happening there with the cue ball. She just thought I'll try and pot this and kick into it and just see.
Yeah, she'll look back at this match and try to look at the shots that she can learn from.
She needs this to go.
It's a good
Needs
shot.
it to go.
4 doesn't pass.
Yeah, if you don't leave the that's going to turn out pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
On the outside tables, Mike Deshane against Ralph Suka. That's a good matchup. Mike's up 3-1. I think Mike was a great price in this tournament, 28 to 1.
I don't. How did he play on that TV table the first match?
Pretty good, yeah. Played pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
How did the other guy play? Mohammed?
Well, he just never really got into the game, really.
Oh, just one of those matches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike looked pretty comfortable. Like, I only watched maybe 4 or 5 racks, but he looked pretty comfortable on the stroke and everything. Obviously, he breaks well.
Yeah.
I mean, 28 to 1 is a good value.
Yeah, I'm not betting anybody. Usually I've been betting, but I want myself to win. I don't want MD to win.
James Aranis was 25 to 1. That's another good value. The
Yeah.
thing with Chris is that he can kick any ball and make any kick shot in the world, but he can miss any kick shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
He's inconsistent with his kicking.
Yeah, he should have made sure he just hit that ball.
What I'm saying is that the top tier kickers will never miss simple kicks like that. Like your Carlos and your Ronnie Alcanos, your Efrons, your Busters. They'll never miss that ball.
Yep, you're right.
And Chris has missed 2 in this rack. And, he can play unbelievable kicks, but Chris is more like...
Just showman
He's
kicker.
better at the harder kicks. He's better at the more difficult kicks. It's weird.
Yeah, the easy ones he takes for granted, and the other ones he really takes his time and tries to map it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see what you mean. No. It's okay, just floor it across and shoot it on the other side. I think I'm going to go get something to eat. You want anything?
No, I'm good, man.
I'm going to go up the street to Mama's Empanadas.
You play Zion tomorrow?
Yeah.
Zion Z at 4 p.m.
Yeah, he came up to me and said to me he didn't look too happy. He came up to me at Turnstone and said to me, I'm playing you tomorrow. Just like, you know, and I was like, what's up, pal? I'm like...
Where, here or
no,
Turnstone?
Oh. I'm like, what's up with you, pal? You know what I mean? Like,
you mean at Turning Shaw?
Yeah, Turning Shaw.
A few good matches tomorrow. That filler against Kazakis is a good match. Mika against Grave.
What time?
4 p.m.
Oh, that's great.
There was tons
That's brilliant.
There was tons of good matches for the round 2.
Oh, yeah.
Geez, like I was telling the viewers, like round 2 is like loads of good matches on the outside.
Did she miss it? Oh, nice stroke.
Great.
She hit that good. Real good. I tell you what, she needs to win this game, like you said, Jay. Just that one to settle her down and just... She's fine here. She's
see, most male players would try to do whatever in their power to get close to this ball. Let's see if
she's going to do the same. Stun it 2 rails.
2 rails.
Yeah. Yeah. She needs to stop. She needs it to stop though. There's nothing worse when you get that shot when 2 balls are frozen on the rail. It's horrible.
Yeah, this ball, if it's frozen, makes it a little easier to go high.
Just draw. I think she's going to draw it.
I think she's going to go high.
I don't think so.
She's drawing.
Is it?
Great shot. Wow, that was nice. Can't fault that one.
That was a great shot.
She timed that one nicely.
Like Jay said, it was a little bit easier because it was froze to the rail, so you can sort of go rail first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big game though, so it just keeps her in the game.
Yeah.
4-0, it could have been got away from her. See you later.
Jay, hit one, Jay.
Ooh. Hit those ones a little bit.
Got fortunate though. I'll be happy with the result. You lost to Tony Robles today, pal.
Yeah, Tony played well.
He's had a good day, and he's beat you and John.
Yeah, the Canadian killer.
Rolling back the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does actually look like he's been playing decent the recent months. Whether he's playing more, I don't know.
Yeah, he has a lot of experience in this room.
I think maybe getting to the, even though it's not the field where it used to be, it's a lot weakened than what it used to be, but I mean, it's still good for him to get to the final of the World 14-1 straight pull the tournament. Yeah, I know it's not an official World Championship, but I mean, it's still a good achievement to get to the final. He lost to Torsten in the final, so that maybe gives him some confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe rejuvenated him a little bit. Because he was coming to the stage where he was more of a coach than a player. But Tony's a very knowledgeable guy. He plays the game simple.
Oh, yeah, he played really good.
Because he does a lot of coaching, that's probably another reason why also. wants to set a good example to his students.
Right.
Yeah, Chris just getting on with this now.
Yeah, he's got to come with this shot here. So yeah, you see the little shake in his head. He's a little off angle here. He's building it up, folks. He's building a big shot.
Oh, yeah, Kristina's actually got an high run of 123 playing straight pool. And she won multiple European champion, Euro Tour championships, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. She's got a big list of titles coming there. That's an heavy phone you got there, pal.
What a shot Chris came with there. Super draw.
Sorry, I missed that.
Super draw. Bottom left. Just missed a 10.
Ooh, that was a good stroke.
He's letting his cue ball loose a lot. Notice he took off the watch.
Oh, that's maybe why he started hitting the ball good. Well, Chris takes a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, we're at the WPS
Nice that.
Predator Grand Final.
Nice air.
Thanks to the sponsors, Predator Cues, Rassin Billiards, Airmyth, Simonis Cloth, Poison, Tiger Products, Kamui Brand, Billiards Digest, Steinway Billiards, Outsville, Q-Score, WPA. Thank you for all your help to making this happen.
Yep. Got some of the best sponsors in the industry, the best equipment.
Nice. Yeah, even Chris acknowledged that.
Yeah.
She had a nice little square break there.
She's got a pretty good layout here as well. She's a big favourite to get out from here.
Probably just a 4 to the 5, I guess.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
5's in great shape.
Control the 1 ball.
That's a good shot also. A lot of people would have drew that ball, but she played it nice. Which gives her a really simple shot now. She's got perfect angle on the 1.
I can tell by her body language, the way she's moving. She's a little settled in now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a shame she didn't nick one of them first 2 frames, really. The first 2 racks.
It's only 4-1.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it would have been nice.
4-1.
It could have been 3-2 and she could be at the table. But 4-2, I mean, it's okay, innit? Ooh.
Oh, no.
That needs a big kiss there. She got into the cue ball too much. Maybe caught the ball a little too fat.
Well, that's the thing with the kind of the lights in the newer cloth. It grabs a little more.
I think she got to jump it, jump over the edge of the 6, which is probably the right shot.
Yeah, she's mad. She wanted to win that game kind of quick.
Yeah, she had that game as well.
It seems like she wanted to like shove one in Chris's face here.
Just
kind
got
of
to
give
jump
it
over
back
the
to
edge.
him.
So she's a favourite to make this, but the 6 is now tied up, so not a great deal of options after. And last I looked is that Mike Deshane is now leading 4-1. You can check out the live scores. Go to our website, worldpoolseries.com. You should see the link there to the Q score. Showing too well. She didn't make the jump shot.
Get away with it. Might have got away with it.
Maybe. Keep rolling a little bit more. Just got away with it. Yeah, show it to him. Yeah, she got a little bit fortunate. Oh, Chris has got to play safe here.
Yeah, if a lot of you viewers are having a little trouble with the internet, it's not upstate out. It's just the internet in the pool room. It's kind of
yeah, but sometimes it's their internet at home or their settings are not right. Because everyone what I know is having no problem at all with the stream. But it seems like one or two people do, and then I don't know what they're doing wrong their side. Maybe they have a bad signal, or they're not doing something right. But yeah, I mean, everything's running really smooth here, so interested to see what he does here. Didn't like the shot. If he's played it, then great, but
Wow.
maybe he did play that shot.
Fancy. Good speed.
So she should go. I don't like going this bottom rail. She's calling the 5 in the top right, but I think this is a wrong shot. Because I think she could have come across table and kicked it that way.
That's a little more percentage of getting safe or something good happening.
Yeah, I mean, this way, both balls are going in the same direction, so she needs to make it or get very lucky. Very lucky. So she needs to get. I'd hit this really hard, actually. That's the problem with this shot. Unless she makes it, she's got to get very fortunate.
She did pretty well, I thought, from there.
It's not terrible. It's not a gimme. But if he makes it, it's automatic on the 6 to the bottom left. So the game's this rack's all about this shot.
Good shot. Well. Great shot.
Well, this is one what got away from her, so she'll be disappointed to lose this one.
Yeah, she should have had this game. So we are racing to 11, alternate break. When it gets down to the final 16, do we go to winter break? Is that the rule, or is it alternate all the way?
Not too sure, to be honest. It might be alternate. And now there's 5-1 to Chris Melling. This is our final match tonight, but tomorrow we'll be back at 11 a.m. Same time every day. 2 hours, I guess. I think the first 2 days, the first day you only play 1 match. Tomorrow they play 2 matches, so maybe they might stay tomorrow, especially if they qualify as well. So they'll probably stay tomorrow. Chris is not in the break, right?
Yeah, he missed hit that one.
He's missed it everyone so far. The bank shot's no value here because of where the 2 ball is. If the 2 ball was in a makeable position after the 1 ball, should definitely bank the 1 ball. But the 2 ball's no good there, so she's got to play safe. We put the 1 in front of the 9. Cue ball behind the 5, 4. Yeah, she really want the cue ball behind the 5, and the 1 ball a bit more speed on it. It's not. I think it goes actually. I think it passes a free. So there's not many more people you'd like someone playing this shot for you.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, this is like he's made a living playing these shots. You can see now his body language has changed, his demeanour. He looks very comfortable now.
Looks like the blood's flowing a little bit.
Right.
Wow. Ooh. It's telling you right there, folks.
Yeah. Hit it pretty good, but not good enough. So if it just shows like that little bit more speed on the ball, and the pocket will not take it.
Yeah, the way this table's playing, if we played all our events on a table like this, I think then you'd see the real outstanding of a proper ranking system and what players would come through and really tell you which players are kind of the top tier.
Who play the best safety, the best patterns, the best shooter, all that stuff.
Yeah, you just see the colors and the players come out.
Yeah, you're not going to get away with bad strokes and doggy balls. I mean, there's nothing worse when someone hits the ball so badly and the ball goes in. And as a player, it hurts as well because you think, he's sort of choked the shot and he's got away with it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were saying about the Mosconi Cup this year. The pockets were a little forgiving. So.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't mind a little bit bigger, like from crowd and TV. But I mean, they were too one-sided for me. I think you've got to find the balance. I think last year there was perfect, but not last year, the year before. But I think you start going too big, then it gets a bit. For me, it's not pull anymore, really.
It's more like
wow.
She was stretching there. I think she was maybe worried about. Not sure. Is it all ball fouls?
Yeah, all ball fouls, but I mean, that's just careless.
Yeah, she's worried about the 10 ball, moving the 10.
It's a shame, really, because obviously she never misses ball usually, so she's made some mistakes she don't normally make, and this match could be even level, really. I mean, she could be even winning. That's 3 or 4 games where she missed bad mistakes, you know what I mean? We all make mistakes, but she's made some real bad ones like that, and it's a shame, really, because she was capable of taking Chris, really pushing Chris in this match.
Yeah, two really missable balls in a position there that shouldn't have been there.
But like you say, she won't have played on pockets like this before.
Watch this stroke, folks. 3 rails.
I don't think there was any need for this shot, but I could have just stopped that ball dead, really, which would have been perfect. But obviously, he's a
showman.
Now he's in the stage where I think he knows he's not going to lose this match, and he does like to play to the crowd a little bit.
I think Kristina's a well enough player where she can probably feed like, well, this guy's not really giving me the respect. Maybe she might be a little like trying to want to prove herself that, okay, well, make her fight a little harder to make a match out of it.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, she's
well, again, pockets were big.
Yeah, she's kind of.
So the pocket size has definitely caught her out so far. The ball she's missed, she hasn't missed them bad. It's just that on this table, you've got to be more, you've got to bear down even more. And the two balls have just hung over the pocket, where every other table it would have gone in.
Yeah, with this table, I noticed a lot of people are just kind of getting a little too down on themselves when they get. This table is, you know, I mean, it's tough enough where anybody can miss at any time, so you got to keep your head in the game the whole time. Yeah. It is a real mental warfare out there on this table. Yeah. And plus under the lights and the crowd and the atmosphere, it makes a difference. Not just like the outside tables, if you're in the corner and a little more comfortable, but yeah, there's a little heat out there on the players.
Well, if you're not playing well, there's a lot of heat. If you're playing well, right, you don't care what table is. You want the table to be tight if you're playing well.
For sure you do, yeah. Yeah, you want to make it difficult on your opponent.
But this table, I think, it's just okay. It's not on the air of like the previous one where Joshua, I mean, that was too tight. This table's, I think, just about perfect for professional level.
Yeah, obviously we're saying it's going to tighten it up too. You know, I mean, the cloth's going to get worn in. It's going to get a little more snug.
Yeah. See what he does with this jump shot. He's not the best jumper in the world, but made it.
Great shot. Just to make the ball.
Yeah, just to make the ball was key.
Do you think you would have pushed out there if he was playing maybe a little more?
Maybe. I think what he was trying to do there, I think he was trying to do too much. He was trying to draw make the one ball and come across twice with a cue ball. We got out. Yeah, like I go back to say it again. I mean, I know Chris's game better than anybody. I've known him the longest, but he can play great safeties, he can play great kicks, but he can make easy safety mistakes and easy kick shot mistakes. And that's the one part of his game what he needs to really tighten up. Nice shot. That was a nice tap on the chair from Tubby. A little tricky shot here. Got to stay down on this one. Commit to it. Don't. Easy to miss this fat. Just trying to hold it. She made some mistakes as well, so a bit more pressure. That's nice. A bit of inside English.
Yeah, just a touch. Huh? Got through the cue ball nicely.
You're always a little bit wary when you're slow rolling balls with a bit of inside. You're not used to the table. And obviously she's made some mistakes, so. If she's sticking to her rhythm, that's good. Yeah, she puts a lot of hours in, this Kristina. And obviously she's been coached by Johan Rushink, the USA captain. Johan was the coach for Russia for quite some time, so obviously he's definitely worked with her fundamentals at the looks of it and the mental game. So she hasn't got flustered. She's sticking to her routine and her way of playing. And that's all you can do. So I'm guessing she's pretty strong mentally.
Yeah, she's. I'd say most Russians are pretty good when it comes to the mental part of the game.
I mean, like Ruslan and Stepanov are quite emotional players, but most of the Russians, especially the girls. Russians in other sports, for example, but I mean, Stepanov and Ruslin don't. I don't look at them as Russians. More like Greeks or something. Very emotional people, you know what I mean?
I always found Ruslan was kind of didn't really show too much emotion, but you can feel the energy when something goes wrong.
Yeah, but with Ruslan, you can feel it.
You're right.
You don't really see it, you just feel it.
Right. Yeah.
But Stepanov shows it.
Yeah.
But I like his game a lot. He's very talented. Yeah, they take it very serious in Russia. You know, training camps and everything. Nice shot. Nice stroke there.
Yeah, I noticed she uses a lot of open bridge.
Yep.
A lot of open bridge.
Yeah, with her stroke, she's good.
Yeah. Ooh, the fans are getting behind her here.
Crowd are getting behind us. We pulled it back to 6-2. Race to 11.
Yep. Houston area.
Somebody was trying to get me to put him in as an amateur, and I said, well, the rumours around, pal. I'm afraid he's going to go in as a pro, a standard.
Yeah.
He's saying, yeah, but it's his first tournament against the big boys. I goes, yeah, but the rumours around, pal.
Yeah.
The pool world's a small world.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a great player.
Yes, and I've never seen him before, so.
Yeah, he hangs around mostly down south,
okay.
like Houston, Texas area.
Ruslan is up 4-2 against Daniel Dagadot. You can catch all the live scores and brackets at Q-Score. Look for World Pool Series.
Just overran that ball a little bit, yeah.
I'll go to our website, worldpoolseries.com. You find the links on there for everything you need. Our sponsors here, our main title sponsor for this tournament, Predator Q, is a great supporter of most big tournaments. Razon Billiards, the official table, quickly becoming the top brand pool table in the world, I'd say. Keep making improvements to the tables and their equipment, and never settling for what they've got, which is very important. Aramith billiard balls, Simonis cloth, Poison billiards, Tiger products, Kamui brand, Digest billiards, Steinway billiards, our host here, Outsville, the official rack we use here, Q-Score, and we're sanctioned by the WPA, World Pool Association. Well, this makes it a major title. With world rankings at stake. Ooh. It's a couple of jump shots she's done that. Hit them a bit thin.
Seems like she's a little far on her backhand.
Yeah,
maybe she can choke up a little bit, maybe.
Cross it a little bit.
Yeah, just watch his bridge play here. Chris is a former professional snooker player. To see how he gets nice and low.
Yeah, keeps the elbow straight. You see most
pool
players
and he has control.
Stretching out, like playing like holding it like a dart. I mean, that's okay for simple shots, but if you got to play like a proper bridge shot, they're going to be in trouble with that technique.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of, no offense to Americans, but a lot of them don't really know how to use the bridge properly.
Yeah.
See, I have all these extensions now. You don't even need to use the bridge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to try to develop the 9 here, I think.
Yeah.
Is that what he's going to try to do?
I think Chris tried to get on the bottom rail so he could draw up. So I wonder why he was a bit disappointed with the previous shot. I think that's why. Well, this is actually better.
Oh, what was he
too
trying?
Fat? Is it too fat? Is it too fat and too hard, in my opinion? He's trying to move the 9, but for me, he's hit it too fat and too hard. He's okay. He'll find a way. He sort of enjoys this type of situation. He might even get position on the 8 ball to play it off the 9 in the side pocket. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Well, I think the 9 ball actually goes in the top left, but obviously he wants to do it his way. he might even try and bring it off here. Look, watch. He's going to line it up. And I mean, you're sort of under it. You don't want to have a draw and scratch in the middle, but maybe you go for it. It is dangerous. I mean, you end up missing it really, because.
Well, take 2 went wrong.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 9 must go in the top left.
Yeah, it must be frozen or something where.
It doesn't look like it's that close to the middle.
You just play with a touch inside and try to get straight in on the ball. Try to get rail to rail.
Yeah.
He probably wants to swing this around 4 rails, probably.
You know what he might do? He might even go for a bank.
That's what I was gonna say too.
He might go for the bank shot and try and get behind it like that. Yeah. I can't really see how he can get on it from the 8 ball, unless he cuts it in the left side, top left.
He is banking it.
Yeah. I just know him inside out. I can read him like a book.
The showman. The showman's going for it.
Yeah. Well, most people, I mean, the right shot here is probably make the 8 ball, leave the cue ball, let's say, near the middle of the table, and then you play safe behind the 10, right? With the cue ball. But Chris obviously just thinks different, really.
That's a somewhat sign of disrespect, I would say.
Yeah, it's bordering. It's borderline.
Right, yeah, it is.
I think maybe he's thinking, well, if I don't make it, it don't really matter because the 9 ball's in a bad spot anyway.
Right.
But
do you think he would be doing that against you?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Really, he might do. But I don't think he'd be doing it against someone like Shane or Ralph or a Dennis or someone, you know what I mean?
Good.
Nice, beautiful stroke.
Good pot.
Well, this will be fun if she made it in the top pocket, because Chris should have been, if it does, then Chris shouldn't be messing about, really.
I think I fancy her to make it, just to kind of rub it in his face for what he did.
Yeah. Yeah, she might have a little bit between her teeth here, thinking, hey, hold on, Tubbsy.
She's going to shoot it. She should have shot it.
Be some shot she makes it. You sort of got to overcut it, sort of thing. Hit it hard. Yeah. Not a terrible effort. I think this 9 ball to slow down, though.
No,
she's left it.
That's all right. She's supposed to go for it. She's supposed to go for it.
That's a tough shot, that is. But she obviously thought it went, so at least she had a go at it. Well, now we have 7-2 to Chris. So next week with a few of the sponsors and the staff and decide where we're going.
Yeah, I know.
Not too sure if we'll be having a full series of tours, but there'll definitely be some tournaments.
Right. Yeah, I know. I didn't make it to the Romania one, but that was a good result for entry-wise. You guys had decent turnout.
The dates weren't great because we had it a weekday. Right. And it was just the European Championships had just finished, so the people have been away for 2.5 weeks, so sort of backfired on us a little bit, really. But we just live and learn. We had no choice with the dates. The only dates we could get in that pool room, and so yeah. I mean, next year we'll change a lot of things. Make sure that we get the dates right, the location, and stuff like that.
Man, she had a nice out here too. She got away with it. But after this event, myself and you will be have a couple clinics and stuff going on.
Yeah, we're at Brews and Q's in Maryland. That's on the 26th, starting at 12 p.m. till 7. We have an hour's break in between that. It's $200 a head at Brews and Q's near Baltimore, I guess, and that will be. Well, we've got about 10 students, so that's good. We'd like a few more. And then on the following day, the 27th, we'll be in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. We'll be doing a clinic from 3 p.m. So if people want to sign up, contact me. But also, me and Jason, after this tournament, we have the US Open qualifier on Monday, which I'll be organising. I won't be playing. Then on the Tuesday onwards, from the 22nd to the 25th. We're available for coaching and clinics in New York area. So if you're interested, that's a good shot. If you're interested in some coaching, maybe like small groups or like maybe a couple of people, so like me and Jason, obviously, it's worthwhile for us as well. Or your pool room, a group clinic with not only just top professionals, but I mean, in my opinion, not every pool player is a great coach, and I believe that we are really good at coaching. So I think it'd be a big benefit for the guys who are looking for coaching off the professional pool players. So just contact me on Facebook, Darren Appleton. Just send me a message, and we'll try and get something sorted. The 22nd to the 25th, we'll probably be hanging around Queen's area. So, but we're willing to travel a little far. I mean, as long as we're within like 3 or 4 hour drive, and it's a good deal for everyone, then we're willing to travel also. So ball in hand here. Chris playing a bank shot. He's got a big pocket, I guess, with a 4-ball in there. But he could have played it really. He could have gone for the 3 fouls there.
Ooh.
But obviously that was a big pocket. I think if the 4-ball wasn't there, he might have gone for the 3 fouls. But I think the match is at that stage where he just wants to go for everything. Ooh.
Oh, thought he overcut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another good rack Kristina should add here. Balls are rolling real nice. Just kind of overcut that 1 ball.
Yeah, I think this match is slowly getting away from her now. And obviously, we're all human, so when you start making the mistakes, it's going to definitely affect her confidence. Especially when you're on the set stage, probably for the first time, really, playing against a top male player in a big tournament, for sure.
Yeah, we have a few females in the field.
Yep.
3? Do we have like 3 in there?
Deborah Pritchett, Catherine Hong, Pia, Filler, and Christine. So we've got 4.
4, yeah. So that's good to see.
Also for the locals in New York, the open players, we have an amateur tournament on Sunday, $100 to enter. And that's now been open to any open level player. So if you're in the area or outside the area and want to come and play in the amateur event on Sunday, which will start at 11 a.m. Tomorrow, obviously, we play down to the final 16. And then on day 3, Saturday, we'll have 2 sessions of the last 16, 11 and 2. And then we have 2 sessions of the quarterfinals. And that will be at 5 and 8. And then the final day, Day 4, Sunday, the first semi-final will be at 11 a.m., the second semi-final at 2, and the final at 7. So the players can't complain about stamina issues. They get plenty of rest between the matches, playing maximum 2 matches per day.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the way professional pool should be anyway, but I'm not one who believes playing 3, 4, 5 matches a day. I think the players need to be prepared, rested and fed. And obviously, we can't do it all tournaments for financial reasons or timing dates and all that stuff. People got jobs, but
yeah, he made that with a lot of inside English there. Yeah, that was a good back cut there. Yeah, Chris likes using a nice long bridge, if you noticed.
Yep. Sort of works for certain shots and doesn't work for certain shots also.
Right, yeah.
And you see that sometimes when you understand the game like us, I guess. Oh, that's a bad shot.
Yeah, as soon as he hit it, you knew the 3 got away.
Yeah, sometimes because he has got an amazing stroke, but is it an amazing stroke for American pool?
Well, yeah, a lot of the shots he plays, I don't even think it's necessary, the long stroke, but that's just him. That's his rhythm. That's the way he times the cue ball.
I mean, like shooting the balls and everything, the stroke's amazing, but the game's not about just shooting balls. 50% of the game's positional play. Probably more, really. I mean, the art of this game really is positional play, angles.
Pattern play.
Yeah, I mean, it's massive. Because most of the top players, they all shoot as good as each other.
Like two-stroke bat ball, like it was nothing.
And some guys don't have to shoot tough shots because their cue ball's so good. But it's definitely, obviously, he's relaxed now. He knows this match is, in his own mind, this match is over, right?
Yeah, he's putting on a little exhibition here.
Yep. That's 9-2. Oh, she looks like she got a little fiery little one, this one. I mean, don't worry about her. I won't be surprised if she got to the room and someone gets smashed. Telling you. I like that, though.
She has a little Appleton in her.
When I was younger, I will tell you, there's a lot of things got smashed.
You had to pay a little extra in the hotel bill?
Just let it out a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't mind all that, mate. Let it out. Show a bit of emotion. Especially away from the table. I mean, I've seen loads of players. I've seen players what you won't even think of losing the plot when they've got beat. I've seen them all do it. Ralph Souquet, a lot of them.
Right.
Sometimes it just comes out and it hurts, and it should hurt. Especially when you do it for a living. I mean, it's your bread and butter. When it stops hurting, that means you stop caring. You're not willing. You're not willing to battle anymore and fight for it. Kristina's obviously very young. Everything's raw. Everything's a new experience, and I think she's the type of character what's going to learn from this. Take it all on board. And she'll have the right people behind her. She'll have her coaches and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a big benefit for the European players. They do have the coaches and training.
Some of them do, especially the Germans and the Dutch and the Russians. Not so much all the rest of the country. Yeah, the Polish. But, yeah.
Yeah, especially for the North American players, there's only really a handful of teachers and coaches out there. And
I think it's slowly starting to change, though. I think Johan's made a big difference, I think, with his philosophy. I think what he's trying to do. I think the players have bought into it this year with the Mosconi, so hopefully that transfers to the rest of America, really. And obviously with the US Open coming here, I think it's a massive bonus. Because now you're starting to have some big tournaments in America.
Yeah, now the
Pull's on its way back in America. You've got the International Open, which is really the old US Open, so that's a great tournament. You've got the US Open, which is now run by Matro Multisport. I mean, they're like it's like a dream come true for pool players, really. So that's the US Open is going to be absolutely incredible.
Now you got the World 10 Ball now.
You've got the World 10 Ball by Predator Qs, and that's a really good sized tournament. And and then before the US Open, you got the Players Championship, which is also a WPA ranking event. The week before the US Open in Vegas, and now they've got the US Open, and then after the US Open, you got US Open 8-ball and 10-ball. So I'm guessing that's going to create a bigger field because people are going to fly in now for the World 10-ball. So the US Open 8-ball and US Open 10-ball is now going to become a proper US Open 8-ball and 10-ball. Well, no disrespect to anybody who's won it or the last 3 years, but to me, it's not a US Open.
Yeah, it's good for the
the field wasn't a US Open field, you know what I mean? Like the US Open 9-ball, blah, blah.
Yeah,
it was more like an Americanized field with a couple of foreign players. But now it becomes a proper US Open. So the prize money is going to improve there, the prestige of it. So things are looking good.
They got the Mosconi Cup in November in Vegas.
Cup. So you're looking at what, 7 or 8 good tournaments now in America.
Yeah,
then you got the Derby, so that's 8.
Yeah.
Well, things are picking up. It's not as bad as what it was 2 years ago. Like Jason, really. I mean, 2 years ago, I was having serious thoughts about doing something else with my life, or slowing down, let's say. Tommy, come and join us.
All right, let me grab my case.
It's too late anyway. It's too late. Yeah, things are looking up, so it's good. So it means that we all get a bit more. We get that spring back in our step to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good for the general public and the American eye.
Yeah, and the American players. This is their time now.
The juniors too. That's the big
juniors
thing.
to really step up and
get motivated.
People start playing.
Good out there. Good
That was a nice one.
Good out there by Kristina.
Good try.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's a little hard. It's difficult.
Looking good. The game's good.
Oh, the game's all right. You know, working on it.
Fifth
trying to
place
get better.
last week, turning stone, and today you should have got Hill with Torsten. I think you were favourite in the shootout.
You know, I really felt good about the shootout going into it.
Because Torsten's record in shootout's really poor.
Well, mine isn't exactly great.
No, but his is really poor. His stats are terrible.
Is it really?
Yep. So you would have been on paper the favourite in the shootout.
I was really geared up to it. You know, like I was thinking I was down 10-6, and I'm like, just get it to a shootout. I'm going to win the match if I get it to a shootout.
Yeah, and you'll have been in the arena as well.
Would I have?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
that would have had a couple of more little twitches, a couple of more little, couple of body movements. But I think we are confident at the moment, and you shoot good anyway. And you've had plenty of practice with a shootout. I think you'll have got there.
I've had a few shootouts, for sure.
Well, you're entertaining to watch, no matter what.
Well, I appreciate that.
Oh, nice shot.
He competed in the World 9 Ball for the first time.
Look at this roll.
Did. Yeah.
How was that experience for you, the World 9 Ball?
That was fantastic. I was super glad to, at least get out there and compete for the first time.
No, yeah, when I saw that, your name in there, I was like, it's good for you. Especially
he's like best buddies with Mika now.
Mika and Shaw, you guys been putting some videos out, working out together,
with the legends, huh?
Working out.
I know what.
Fooling around.
You know why you're playing really well now? Because you're hanging around the Europeans.
Oh, is that what it is?
You finally figured it out.
Oh yeah, that was the finishing touch, huh?
You like being around the European guys. That's what I've noticed about you. You like hanging around with the Europeans.
I'm a worldly person. What can I say?
I think you got a little soft spot for the Euros.
Nah.
You've enjoyed yourself when you go to Europe. You love it.
I'm
Sweden
sure I would.
and places like that. You love it. I've seen you in Sweden. Oh, wow shot, Kristina. Whoa. Maybe the shot of the day there. Oh, we're getting too
That's a hell of a
excited.
shot.
That was a great shot. I like the control of the cue ball.
Definitely.
Upstate Al might be a contender for the poison shot of the day. Give us something. He's here, look, eagle eyes back, lurking over.
So what happened in this match? I went away. We got some food.
Chris started off really edgy, and Kristina didn't punish him, and the match just got away from Kristina.
Yeah,
she's made mistakes, what she don't know.
Probably 4 games, I'd say. 3 for sure. 300%. Yeah.
This match could be. It really should be 6-6, really.
Yeah, and she shoots straighter than just about as straight as it gets.
Yeah, I think the pocket's got her a little bit. She hasn't missed balls badly, but she's missed them just enough. Where the tail's what she's used to, she'll have probably made them balls.
Right. She's probably not used to super tight pockets,
Yeah, and then probably the occasion a little bit and the experience. So hopefully she'll come good for it. It'll be a good experience.
And then playing Melling on top of it.
Yeah, for sure. She might. I don't know. It could be he might be her favourite player. You know what I mean?
You never know.
Yeah. So you never know. And Chris has picked his game up a little bit, but he hasn't played spectacular. That's for sure.
Just enough. Just good enough, I'd say. As if he was playing another top male player, and he might be in a battle right now.
A little too aggressive there, maybe?
Yeah, she's probably a little inside there. She's trying to spin her rock.
Well, that's experience, because there's no. She don't have to go for that shot, does she? She had a pretty easy safety off that, Tommy, and I think sometimes you're trying to do stuff what you don't need to do. Even though you can see the ball to make it, it doesn't mean it's the right shot.
Right.
Like, she had no position there. It's impossible to get shape on the 4 ball. It's not an easy safety off the 4 ball. It's not like off the 8 ball where she can just roll in behind the 8, you know what I mean? So I think she'd have been wiser to play safe on the 3 ball and put the cue ball behind these ball here and maybe even break open the 4 and 8.
Right.
So it's good experience. She'll learn from this. She's called it in the bottom right, so she looks like she knows her angles, which is massively important.
Probably playing a 2-way here. If she misses, bring it around underneath those balls.
Can she just miss the 7 ball with a cue ball? That's the key. So this is all about speed control, really. She has to get the right speed on the cue ball. I mean, hitting it's not a guarantee, but I expect her to hit the ball, and she has.
Good hit.
Good
hit.
hit.
I would have liked a bit more speed. It was just a little too soft. But it was a good hit. She hadn't left him anything easy.
Yeah, I think Chris is going to play the 5 for sure.
leave it there to break it out afterwards.
So you playing tomorrow, Tommy? I think you got a forfeit, right?
I did. I would have had to be here at 11 o'clock, but you know, due to I don't know who the gentleman's name was.
Summerhill. He's Welsh but lives in California. His wife got an emergency to the hospital today. His wife was rushed into hospital, so he had to leave this morning. So it's just sad because he didn't even get to play.
Oh, that's too bad. So what's the story with his wife? Is she going to be okay? Anybody know?
I hope so. I told him to let me know what's happening, but he has to be there to monitor or something.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, because he's like come a long way, you know what I mean? And he don't play many tournaments, so obviously that's more important, and we wish him all the best.
Of course, of course. Meanwhile, I mean, I don't have to be here till 6:30 now, so I mean, you know, due to the circumstances, it's terrible, but you know, I mean, gives me a little bit more time.
He just come for the fun because he's actually a Welsh guy, so I sort of know him. So he just come in for a beer and just have a good time, really. So I mean, I think you'll have obviously won the match, but he might have won a few games off you. You know what I mean? But obviously now you can relax,
rest, and go work out.
Yeah, you can go work out with Mika and Jason again.
Yeah.
You'll be at Paper Factory. I'll see you at Paper.
That's right.
Lurking around.
Always bump into each other over there.
This is match ball here.
Ooh.
Dogged it.
Ooh.
Pressure. Spot shot.
Kind of overdid it a little bit.
He's trying to show off.
Yeah, he tried to really pump it in, didn't he?
Yeah. It's like his cue come out of his bridge on. He definitely moved on the shot. And hit it too hard, I'd say. But there's another one, isn't it? I think the score's 9-3. This will make it 9-4.
If you can get to 9-6, you never know, right? 9-6?
Yeah, this will make it 9-4. I mean, actually, I mean,
9-6? 9-6, you never know.
Well, I know there's a few side bets at the bar.
Yeah.
So I know the next rack, there'll be a few guys sweating it. A few guys at the bar were betting not to get to 5, and someone betting that she will get 5.
Wow.
So this next game, they'll be annoyed at Chris, who's gone for the under.
I would have thought that she would have got to 5.
Yeah, I thought 5 for sure.
For sure. I would say don't get to 6 is like, you know, that's a close bet.
Ooh. Oh, someone to be at. That's a shame.
Commentator curse.
Yeah, that's a
Good
shame.
job, guys.
Yeah, I know.
That's a shame.
That's on us. Jason, what you been up to?
Not much, just getting it back into it. Had a couple tournaments up in Minneapolis area at the beginning of the year.
Look at this.
Let Whitey loose there, didn't he?
Showing
Quite
off.
fortunate there. Yeah. So this is for the match, and this is going to wrap it up. Chris will go through. So a bit disappointed for Kristina.
No, that's only 10.
Oh, I do apologise. With his performance in the shootout today.
What did he do?
He missed them by a long way. He missed the first shot by a long way, and then it just escalated from there. And he ended up losing to Tony Robles in the shootout. But I was surprised how far he missed the balls by.
It's got to be awkward for him switching hands and different pressures.
But he's been playing really well with it, though.
Really good.
Really has.
Yeah, really good.
Beat me his whole life with his right hand, and then I had to play him in Qatar with my with his left. He beats me with his left too. I wanted to just strangle him. Just kidding.
What's next behind the back?
Oh yeah, I know. What's the new thing?
One-handed. She's been very unfortunate here. Because pushing out to a jump shot's not great. It's too easy. So she might have to push out to the top rail here and leave her play like a kick shot.
Oh, she's going for it. She's jumping.
Yeah, I put the cue ball close to the 4 ball here and use it as a kick shot. Ooh. Then kick at the 1 ball and come down table.
This is not easy to get over. Yeah.
At this point, you know.
Yeah, she might well have a go, yeah. She can jump it, she might well have a go.
Well, if she wants to jump it, just push the cue ball a little farther so it gives herself a little more room.
Yeah, but then he's going to take the shot in here for sure. There's no danger in taking the shot.
She listened. That's fine.
Got a microphone over there?
It's not fine, is it? It's a bad shot.
I liked what you said the first time up on the
put
top
the cue
rail.
ball here.
Yep.
Just off the rail.
Yeah, leave a
Obviously.
kick. The shape's a little harder there. The kick's fairly easy.
But I'm saying she wanted to jump the ball. Yeah. So let her push
Yeah,
it
but-
farther so she'd be more comfortable to jump it.
Well, it's not terrible because it's not a guaranteed position on the 2-ball. but,
Yeah.
I mean, he's supposed to make this shot. I don't know what he's doing here. What's he doing?
What is he doing?
Oh, he's
I mean, this is where it gets a bit silly. Against anybody else.
Anybody else going to jump this ball?
Yeah, I mean,
he's trying to bend it in between.
this is like
Chris Melling special?
well, I think you're just supposed to play the right shot, aren't you?
Yeah, this isn't the right shot for sure.
I think he's going to try to slow roll it and hold position.
But he's milking it, though. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
we all know what he's going to do. He's just...
There's a little,
It's
there's
it's
a little
a
too
soft
much.
draw.
Yeah.
He's going to slightly massage the cue ball a little bit, and he'll probably make it, but it's the wrong shot. See?
Wow. What a show off.
He wants another highlight reel shot.
He wants the highlight reel.
Yeah.
For real. Top his highlight reel. I was just talking to
Well,
Mika
I mean,
about that in the car.
million
It
views.
is a great shot, but it wasn't as hard as what it looked. But if the match was a bit closer, there'd be no way in this world to be playing that shot.
There's no way.
And he's got punished for it. He's got his highlight reel, and now he's got the highlight reel. That's what I'm saying. Like, he does make some unbelievable kick shots, but he misses the easy ones. You know what I mean? Like the basic ones. It's weird.
Last year at Derby, he was playing this German guy. I can't remember his name. Had a long beard, but skinny German guy. It was hill to hill, and he lines up. He does his little kick routine. He did it for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm trying to run out over there. I'm on the hill in tough matching,
And he likes to milk it.
and he just gins it in like
Yeah.
pocket speed. Like it was so sick.
Yeah.
And then he wins the tournament. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like important.
Oh, look at this.
Actually might be okay.
Oh, just not got away with it.
Well, she pocketed that ball on the
Yeah,
side.
accidentally made the 5. Well, she tried making the 4, I guess. Might pay attention. Oh, look at this. That was a bad miss there, and he's got lucky. No, he's left it. Left it. So she'll move the rack here. We don't want the cue ball going over the edge of that rack. Let's move the rack, Kristina. Move the rack. Very surprised she's not moving the rack out of the way because it's easy to move it. I mean, the 10 ball's not on top of it. So it looks like she's going over the edge of the rack there. Should be okay, but I mean, you like to get it out your eye line, you know what I mean?
Right.
There's still a bit of meat left on the bone if she makes this. Ooh.
What's the size of the pockets?
4.25. But they're probably playing just a fraction
Tighter.
smaller.
Because the Racing.
I think they're good. They're not as tight as last time when they was here.
For the 8
They're
ball, they're
forgiving,
so
but,
tough.
but anything at speed, you go at them good, you know what I mean? I mean, there's definitely some giving them, but not a lot. If you miss the ball, you miss the ball. It rewards good strokes, you know what I mean? And it punishes the bad strokes.
Rewards the good stroke, right? Can you draw off the 9 here? Is that what he's looking at?
Maybe. Might come underneath the 8.
Oh, it's just the highlight reel. I think he's getting punished for this.
Yeah, he's got away with it.
Oh.
This one's a tough shot, though.
That would have been a great shot. I mean, it was still got away with it, but
If you played that, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
yeah, hit it great.
He's usually good at these shots. These are tough shots when you're over the ball like that. Oh, nice.
What a great shot.
That was a great stroke.
Ooh.
Just okay, I think. It cuts on it. So we might just have to miss a 10 ball, though. Yep. He's going to whack this. That's what happens when you take
Unnecessary.
unnecessarily shots.
hit it too hard, I think. Not necessary. Just hit it nice and smooth.
Look how far the cue ball came up.
Yeah, there's no need to play it like that.
Crazy.
Mm, 50-50 here, huh? Yeah,
Big shot. This is to sustain the match. Yeah, well done. Might be. He's had something. The few guys at the bar can't watch at the moment.
Chris was probably betting on this game.
Say that, Tommy. He's in trouble. Wow.
Well, that looks good.
Well,
Miss-hit the break and gets away with it.
I was just about to say, like, either bad and he's come out perfect. No, I don't think he'll mess around too much anymore. Well, he might find a way to do something different.
Can he come straight down past that 10?
I think what he's going to do is draw in between the 8, 6 and 4 and try and get on the ball that way.
Is he going to go inside? Inside English?
Yeah, probably
Maybe.
play something silly. Because he really should be doing this. Just roll it into the side cushion and then take the cut on the 2 and kiss into the 4. He might do, actually. I think that's what he's going to do. I mean, that's got to be the right shot, surely. Well, he was tempted to try and draw in between 25 balls there.
I'm sure that's what I would have done.
What?
We know that.
So how do you play this then, Tommy?
Like you said, I mean,
Plain ball, or do you play it with a touch of left? Maybe play bit. I think is it too fat?
Field
Too
goal.
fat.
Field goal there.
Maybe you could have spun it into the 10 there, kept the 4.
I think he definitely caught it fat though.
He did, yeah, he did.
But it might have been a case of playing that shot a lot harder. I don't know. It seems a big ball really and missed it. If anything, I thought he'd kiss the 3. I didn't visualise him missing the 4.
Right, right.
But is a Chris Melling special. Maybe coming up here. But I don't think he can avoid the 7 ball with a cue ball if he does make the 3. Just calling the 3 in the bottom left here. Ooh, he didn't make that one. And he's got a pretty good result. Ooh, maybe he's left it. Has he left the edge?
I don't believe so.
Can she play a little massage, like a little delicate one? Oh, she landed twitched in between. So what's next for you then, Tommy, after this tournament?
Derby.
Derby, oh yeah.
I think I might go back to Connecticut and practice a little bit more. Not sure yet, but then Derby. And then, I don't know, I'd like to have spent maybe 2 weeks out of 2 months at my house in Houston. So
Man, she hit that pretty good too.
be happy to have a little bit of a month off.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good shot. That was a good effort.
I thought she made that ball.
It's not a disaster though. How is it?
It's close.
Yeah, we've got a busy year. I guess you're going to play US Open in April.
US Open.
This is no good.
Thank
US
you.
Open, you got the Players' Championship just before then. July, you got the World 10 Ball.
That's right.
And you got the US Open 8 Ball, US Open 10 Ball. So there's a lot of good things happening in America this year. You got the International Open.
That's right before the US Open, right?
No,
No, that's
US Open's in April. The International Open's in October.
There's a new tournament that's in Vegas.
Yeah, the Players' Championship.
That's right.
Yep.
And
then July, BCA week, you got the World 10 Ball Championships, the US Open 8 Ball and the US Open 10 Ball. So the US Open 8-ball and 10-ball is going to be really good this year. It's going to be like proper strong field, you know what I mean?
And it's going to be at the Rio.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot better, isn't it?
That's
so
good.
All the top players are going to be there. So now it becomes a proper US Open.
About time.
Not like the 9-ball, the way it should be, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I would imagine the prize money will increase because of that. So that's good for everyone, isn't it?
Absolutely. I was thinking about going to the Chinese 8-ball in March.
Yeah, I might be going to that.
You'll be full-time ready.
Hopefully,
ready
yeah.
to go by then.
With me, I want to get in peak condition for the US Open in April.
Right.
Try and build myself up to get peaking, really. Chris got very fortunate there with that kick shot.
How'd you play today? I mean, you beat Carlo in the shootout. Must have played great.
Not really, no. In the shootout, I was okay, I guess, but I mean, we both played bad, really. I played all right in patches. From 7-5 down to go 10-8, I played well. Then he run the next 2 games. And then the shootout, I was okay. I was 3 out of 4. But he made a great shot to stay in it. He went to the sudden death. And then we both missed twice.
I saw that, yeah.
And then he made it and scratched.
That was sick. I knew you were going to make it after that.
And then I made it to win, so that was happy days. So yeah, it was a good win to say. I wasn't beating myself up, you know what I mean, that I was making some mistakes. So I had no expectations. Just say I'm still not right. And obviously it's difficult to focus on playing in this particular tournament.
How did it feel being back on the pool table?
Yeah, it felt good, yeah. Nice to get that win, you know what I mean? Even though I didn't play great, still great to get a win in it against one of the best players in the world.
Of course.
I mean,
runner-up world champion.
I can't play terrible
world
to beat
champion.
him. Yeah, I mean, world champion, world games champion, Asian games champion, Philippine Asian games, American Asian games.
Won just about everything.
Yeah, he's been on a big roll, hasn't he? So, I mean, even though he wasn't at his best, I mean, he's still got to beat him, you know what I mean?
So he made some mistakes.
Yeah, but I did also. We both made mistakes. I probably made 2 or 3 worse mistakes than him. But I probably had a little bit more luck. Nice try, but not.
Yeah, she wanted that one. She knew that was the game winner.
Right.
Yeah, another tough match tomorrow, though. James Aranis. So I've got to pick my game up, obviously.
Drawing the Filipinos.
Yeah, I got a brutal draw, really. But this is where it is, isn't it?
Jace, you won today?
Nope, Tony got me. Robles.
Ooh, don't land on the side cushion here.
Yeah, he played pretty well.
Cushion here. He's got careless again here, you know. Well, this one, well, he's looking at the top left. Top right, sorry. I mean, that's not right. So he can power this in, can't he? Come across table into the top left.
That bridge can be a little awkward in that pocket.
Shot.
Yeah, played that properly.
Clean.
Wow.
So this match is
Clean.
I think that'll do it.
going to be 11-4. Hopefully Christine learns a lot from this match and it makes her stronger going forward. And Chris will just be happy that he's through, obviously, and done enough to win, really. Chris Melling is through to round 2 with an 11-4 win.